Uh, Tommy's in Israel. Have you seen this?
I know, I
Oh,
know.
mate.
Go on, you
I'm
do
waiting
it.
for him to lick the wall. I'm waiting for
I
it.
can't wait.
I want to see it. I'm at that point now where I've seen Tommy fans, and I even saw Calvin Robinson, the priest, tweet at him saying, please don't kiss the wall, Tommy. Come on, son, lick it.
He's gonna lick it. He has to lick it.
Give it a lick. Give it a big lick.
Hi guys, and welcome to this week's WTAF. My name is Gareth, and your name is.
Richard.
We jest because we've had to use different software, so I think we're the wrong way round in the template right
Yeah.
now. And if we're not, it's a bonus. And if we are,
Yeah.
we've just covered it, but then we've told you about why we've covered it, and that's fucked it all up. How are you this week?
I'm all right, thanks, mate. Yeah, I've shaved my face for people that maybe are listening rather than watching. I've shaved my face. I've got a bit of stubble, but otherwise it's
It
gone.
takes years off you.
Thanks, mate. I ate it, but yeah, my oh mate, I had something to show you, but oh fuck it, I'll just describe it in a minute. It's a what if, but it's funny. So I got back yesterday, like
They all supposed to be gas.
my kids hate the fact that I've shaved. Like, and this time, like, Law was in the bath with Ophi and I was shaving. She was just like, no. And I was like, honestly. So the reason I've had to do it is we're making a Pathways to the Past documentary, right? And it's about Bonnie Prince Charlie. It's this crazy story how he's connected to Derby, of all places. It's weird. So I've got two guests to talk to, but one of them's ill. So we can't film with them until a week on Monday.
Right.
So obviously I've got to look the same, haven't I? And I've given the secret away now to people, but I've got to look the same. So I was like, well, with my hair, that's fine. I'll just put a hat on. But with my beard, like, so what I did is the day before filming, I just shaved it so that the day before filming next time, I could just shave it. And then at least in theory, my face looks the same. But anyway, funny story, Rich. Sorry, I'm rambling. So I get back from work yesterday, right? And Gemma goes, "Oh, Ophi drew you a picture at school today." I was like, "Oh, that's cute. That's nice." So I look at the picture. There's four people in the picture, right?
Right.
And I'm like, "Okay, I'm assuming this is a family picture then. The four of us." He goes, "No, no, they're all you. Look, they've all got a beard." I went, "Oh no, they have four pictures of me, all like in a line." So then I noticed that there's a green scribble coming down from the lower area, right?
Right.
So I'm like, what's that? And obviously Gemma's like, well, the teacher asked the same thing, obviously. Why is she drawing that? And in front of the class, she said, that's Daddy farting. So the green was not a pecker, it was a stench coming out of my undercarriage, right? So Gemma said that the teacher started laughing, like, but awkwardly, and all the kids started giggling. So now tomorrow when I go for pickup, they'll all be looking at me. You're the farting daddy, aren't you? Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
I am Mr. Farter, and
And I'm fine with that.
this is my daughter Ophi Farter, which
Yeah, at
sounds
least I've
really
got a role.
German.
I've got a role to play. That's all I need, mate. I just need to be involved with my kids. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's a lot of dads with the whole Fathers for Justice thing with ex-wives that have treated them dreadfully, and they'd give anything to be farting dad. So
Oh, that's true.
I'm gonna wear it like a badge of honor, mate.
Yeah, well, you probably have to for most of the day. Sometimes
Yeah,
I would say.
I told you the situation with the shoes as well, didn't I? I swear I put it in the group chat of when I picked up Ophi from school a couple of weeks ago, and I had these like grounding shoes on, and they are funky
What do you
looking,
mean
but they're
grounding
well,
shoes?
they've got like this metal stuff that comes down, and it sounds weird, but it's supposed to be like almost like being barefoot, so like you're connected to the earth, basically. I thought they were cheap, they were on offer. I thought I'll give them a try,
Where did
and
you
they are.
find them, Gaz?
Well, I get weird suggestions, then I pop up because everyone's listening to me all the time.
Right.
But they're really comfy. Like, and I actually quite look how they look. They look quite whatever. Anyway, so Ophi comes out and she just looks down and just sees the shoes and she doesn't say a word, just doesn't take her eyes off the shoes. Like, and then this dad, who I don't know, looked at me, laughed, and went, "What are those?" and pointed at my shoes. And I was like, "All right." So now I'm the weird shoed fart dad.
That's all right.
All right, isn't it?
That's true. That when Arthur tries to ask what I do for a living, you can't go into too much detail, can you? Because you know it's going to get to school and it's going to be all sorts of weird shit. So if he comes in the office and he'll see like what I'm editing, and I have to kind of like make sure it's not near like some demonic Habad sect Babylon ritual going on the screen, and then they'll go, what's this? What's this movie film you're making? You're like, how am I going to explain this?
Tower of
It's
Babel, mate.
yeah, he's not going to get that at his age. Not going to get his age. I told him yesterday, would you like? What's it? He was playing up yesterday, so I said to him, he wouldn't. He doesn't like choosing what he eats. So I offered him yesterday. What was it? A glass. Would you like a glass of bum cheddar or something like that?
Bum cheese, yeah.
Bum cheese, yeah. I like making things up like that because that stops him in his tracks with his paddies. Because he's for a second he goes, "That's a bit funny." I'm still angry.
Yeah. I do the same, mate.
Yeah,
Say stupid stuff all the time.
it gets
So,
you out of everything, doesn't it?
yeah, yeah. Say stupid things all the
Yeah.
time. But mine are not too bad with food, to be honest. Like Law is like she will like if she walked into a restaurant, like I'll have the menu, please. She's a bit like me, like that. Opie's slightly more picky, but we're quite lucky because I know some kids like they, it's not even like their parents are shit. It's like they won't eat anything but chicken nuggets, and that's not because the parents aren't sticking other stuff in front of them, but they just no, I
He's
won't.
weird. He'll eat yesterday or the night before. He ate a whole pepper, massive pepper. He just eats the weirdest. Like he loves fruit. Wants something healthy, massive pepper. But then he's just a strange kid. But
That's cool.
Ollie's different. Ollie will punch you in the tits straight away before you even say hello in the morning. He's a brutal. Honestly, that kid is nothing like me at all. He's a little bit like my little sister. You've met my little sister, and she's
Yeah.
very placid and very like calm now. Well, she seems on the outside, but when she was a kid, she was a beast. She was a monster, and he's a monster. He's
Well, she was a pool champion, wasn't she?
she was mixed doubles world champion in pool. Yeah. Snooker, sorry, not pool. Snooker.
That's
Yeah,
amazing. No,
yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. I didn't win it.
no, but it's still amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what I've done. I won the potato race 3 years in a row at middle school. So fuck you.
What's the potato roast?
See, amateur.
She's
I mean,
dressed as a potato and run, or a potato on a spoon, like the egg and spoon.
you chase fat kids around.
That's
That's what
how
it
it
is.
used to be in the 80s. That's why there were less fat kids.
Yeah, chase them.
Not allowed to chase them around
You
anymore.
chase the fat out of them. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
it.
You
I'm
chase
gonna
the
beat
fatty.
it out of them.
What have you done today? We played chase the fatty.
Chase the
I,
fatty.
and I was never the fatty because I couldn't eat properly. So I had you know, that's when your disability comes in as an
Well,
advantage.
I couldn't chase the fatty, but I could
Wheel the fatty.
with wheelchairs. I could chase the fatty like that.
Carl, imagine me and you at school together. You'd have been in a
Mate.
wheelchair and I would have been throwing up round the back of the apple trees.
Oh, mate. Yeah, I was leg mental and you were throat mental.
I know. We'd have gone all
Yeah.
right, I reckon. What we got today?
Uh, Tommy's in Israel. Have you seen this?
I know. I
Oh,
know.
mate.
Go on, you
I'm
do it.
waiting for him to lick the wall. I'm waiting for it.
Can't wait.
I want to see it. I'm at that point now where I've seen Tommy fans, and I even saw Calvin Robinson, you know, the priest, tweet at him saying, please don't kiss the wall, Tommy. Come on, son, lick it.
He's gonna lick it. He has to lick it.
Give it a lick. Give it a big lick. What I've seen from all the footage of the propaganda stuff is I swear that Avi Yemeni guy, like the former Israeli sniper stroke turned freedom fighter in Australia, is he his handler or something? Because in
Oh,
every
probably.
bit of footage, he's literally next to Tommy. And but what makes me laugh is when he's tweeting about his trip to Israel. I've interviewed Tommy, obviously, and I've followed Tommy in what he's been saying for a while because you've got to keep an eye on everything. He's not writing those tweets, like, and they're not even. So he's cutting and pasting what the
That's true.
Israeli
I didn't
government
realise
is sending
that.
him. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
sending him stuff.
I
I
saw
will.
that this morning. Yeah.
He's like, I'm meeting so and so, and it will be like quite a monumentous. You ain't using the word monumentous, son. You're from Luton. That ain't happening, right? So he's cutting and pasting that stuff. He's out there. He's gonna lick the wall. If you're saying please don't lick the wall, you're
I
gonna be
really.
disappointed.
Can we get T-shirts with Tommy lick the wall?
Gonna lick the wall. But he's putting all this propaganda stuff out there.
Mm.
And there was a funny one yesterday where he's saying, look, there's an immigration problem in Israel, because obviously people here are going, well, hang on a minute, why are they allowed an ethno state? Yet we're fucking open borders. So no, they've got a problem as well. They've got a problem as well. So don't honestly don't look into their involvement in our mass
What do you mean
immigration.
they've got a problem? They went there and they were given the land by the British. That was land that wasn't belonging to, well, people were living at that land. That's not an
Yeah.
immigration problem. If I come in your house and settle down in your living room, then you come home from work and you try and get in back in your house. I don't go, stop immigrating in my house.
Well, it's a way of basically people with a brain seeing what Israel's involvement is in the mass immigration into Europe. Even if you look at it on a base level in terms of them basically starting Middle East wars and goosenecking the Brits and the Americans into these Middle East wars that led to mass immigration into Europe, whatever. Even if you look at it on a base level,
Well,
you can also
it's a
you can
really
go
good
into
point. Go on. Sorry.
I mean, you could go into the NGO aspect of it as well, and who's behind the NGOs, which Charlie Kirk was starting to talk about, wasn't he, before that? Um, but he's obviously presenting this as, look, no, because they've got an immigration problem as well. Well, the immigration problem in Israel is coming from fucking Brooklyn and Eastern Europe, to be honest. But also the other part of it, I wonder if Tommy will talk about the fact that because you've supposedly got a right to go to the Holy Land as a Jewish person.
In a fantasy book, yeah.
Yeah, but in a fantasy book, but only if you're the right Jewish person. So when some Ethiopian Jews who were clearly the wrong color
Chinese
for
Jews. Yeah.
bad wrong color, when they arrived in Israel, a shitload of Ethiopian Jews were sterilized against their without them even realizing it. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it, man, because it's not a white supremacist ethno state. It's not. It's for all of that religion, whatever. Utter bullshit. But the big takeaway for me though, Rich, and I said this on Trending this morning, and it was a question because I know anytime I mention Tommy, you get his fanboys come at you. He's go, answer me this: can you give me another example of a legal case? Bearing in mind, this guy wrote a book called Enemy of the State. He's supposed to be the enemy of the state. The state hates him. It seeks to destroy him. Right? That's the right. Another case where someone is in the middle of a court case against the state, and the state says, "Don't worry, we can adjourn the case for a couple of weeks, so you can fuck off out the country, right, on a propaganda tour for a foreign government. Off you go, son. Don't worry about it."
Yep.
Give me another example when that's ever happened.
And the strange thing is that people are so clueless and wound up like entangled in it. They come out with, oh, Israel owns the UK. Oh, guess what? Israel owns the government, like the courts in the UK. No, the Crown owns the courts and the Crown owns Israel. You've got it the wrong way round. They're a sub company of the Crown Corporation. The British Crown run the courts in, obviously through Temple Bar, in the city of London, and they run Tommy and they run Israel. Because who give the land that's modern day Israel to Israel? Where did that come
Yeah,
from?
the Brits
It
did.
come from the British, because it's a colonial state, same as America. They haven't changed hands. They've just given them to branch managers. So what people don't realise is that what happened during World War II is the Rothschilds funded a war that made it a necessity, a genuine necessity, for the Jews to go over there and have their own place. They needed a problem. They got the reaction, and now they're over there with their promised land, but it was created through the British with the Rothschilds and the British Crown. So all of this comes from this hierarchy that people just don't know about, and have got it so backwards. Israel aren't in control of anything. They're a political Zionist front for the Crown. Tommy, to me, I don't know if this is true or not, but he ticks every box for someone who works with the Crown. Absolutely. If you've got Starmer causing issues and Blair before that with immigration, who benefits from that? The likes of Tommy gaslight that into a digital ID necessity. It's quite clear, but people don't know where to start, I think, with where the actual emphasis comes from, so the whole roads get tangled. Israel haven't got many power. It comes from the Crown.
I don't think Tommy's very bright though, because I know a lot
Do
of
you
people
think he
think
doesn't understand this? I don't know.
I don't think he really understands the bigger picture. I think they probably got him over a barrel early doors. Um, I also think he likes designer labels, mate. He's never not wearing one. So he's got a few quid. So he's earning out of it. He's traveling around the world. He's got a godlike status among a large group of people, which probably is great for ego. and he's probably just told lots of stuff that he wants to hear, and you know, do this and do that, and you'll be all right. You'll be looked after. You know, you'll be kept out of jail. You'll be, you know, whatever.
Well, that's it. Kept out of jail. Did he punch an old man in the head a few weeks back? And that
Well,
nothing
I
came of
mean, the
that.
thing is, like, yeah, there was all that stuff. I mean, there's also the terrorism charges of, you know, he refused to allow the police to get into his mobile phone and stuff like that, which I don't have a problem with. Fuck the police getting your mobile phone, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care about what the charges are and whether they're cooked up or not. They might well be cooked up. My point that I was asking was, bearing in mind my dad is banned from Europe for going to or wanting to go and speak at a peace rally, yet this dude has his court case on terrorism charges adjourned so he can fuck off out the country to a foreign country. Like, that wouldn't happen. Bear in mind, this judge is the fucking Paddington Bear judge. It's the same judge. So do you remember that story?
Explain what you mean by that.
I think we spoke about it before, where basically there was two guys
Rings a bell.
defaced a Paddington Bear statue in London, and this judge like gave them sentences and said, as part of his closing statement, whilst he was sentencing them, that what they did went against the ethos of everything Paddington Bear stood for, right? And we all laughed about it because he's
all
a
right.
fucking fictional character.
Yeah.
It's the same judge. So the same judge will send people to prison because he's offending Paddington Bear, but will allow someone an adjournment in their terrorism-related, apparently, court case so they can fuck off out the country. Bullshit. That's not happening. It wouldn't happen to you, Rich.
Of course it wouldn't. No.
And it wouldn't happen to me. And anyone watching this that's a big Tommy fan, it wouldn't happen to you either, mate. This judge is not going to allow you to get out your court case so you can fuck off abroad. He's not. So why then are they allowing this guy?
At this time as well.
At this time, yeah.
It's calling in the troops at the time.
Why is he not fighting digital ID? Where is he on digital ID that affects British people?
Well, he's causing it. He's causing the need for it. He's gaslighting the call for it. That's what he's doing, and then pissing off to lick the wall. Let's have a look at this one. Oh yeah, this made me laugh though. Let's stay with Tommy just for a little while, just for this one. Someone wrote this. Patriotic Nation, ironically, wrote, "Not my king." So Tommy Robinson said the king is a globalist, possibly. This was really made like. So yeah, he is. Obviously, we know the king's a globalist. He's not head of the crown, but the British royals are up there in the Crown Corporation, but they're not controlling it. He's not my king. Well, he kind of is, Tommy, because he's up there in the crown, and you're way down there in the Crown Corporation. But also, he suggested that. Well, he didn't suggest. The writer of this suggests on what Tommy was saying. He went on and on about how the king props up Islam here and allows it into the country. So somehow he towered that into the king, and this woman saying basically that not my king, says the king is a globalist and possibly Islamic. Untangle that one for me. How is the king possibly Islamic? He's banked with the Rothschilds. He comes from a German family.
Got him poked in the chest by the Rothschilds. Remember that?
Poked in, yeah.
Poke him in the chest. Yeah. Where's the power?
The family gave the land of Palestine to become modern day Israel. How are you getting the Islamic stuff from this? It's really weird, isn't it? It's like just blame Muslims.
But that's what they do. Just blame them on everything. Blame everything. Everything's down to them. Of course, there's knobhead ones.
Of course there is.
I'm not a fan of any religion.
No.
I mean, they're all fucking bonkers. And they've all got a big, long list of bloody blood-drenched flaws after them.
Mm-hmm. Even Buddhism.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Absolutely. Not least fucking the Catholics. Jesus wept. And he's the one twirling his rosary beads because he suddenly discovered it, apparently. You know, I'm not a fan of any of these religions, but to blame it on just one group of people is such a weak argument.
It doesn't even make sense, though, in that case. It doesn't make any
sense. It's like people that say it's the Jews as well. It's the same thing. It's like, no, mate. No, it's above these fuckers. Yeah, it's not the guy at the local fucking deli, is it?
Of course it isn't. Most people of most faiths just want to get on like me and you do. And it's a faith. But these people, they use them as literally as shields, as we say, as a shield.
Yeah,
they do. They hide behind them. And that's why it's so difficult. But they're clever with it. But you can see their MO and really what they're doing. Tommy is... I want to see him lick the wall. I think he will lick the wall very soon.
Definitely going to lick the wall.
Yeah. I'll be surprised if he don't. And But yeah, let's see the next few days whether he licks the wall.
I'll be
What have you got
disappointed if
next?
he doesn't lick the wall. To be honest,
So do I. I might give him a wall to lick.
because it'll be interesting because they change when they lick the wall. Do you see? Richard Tice, obviously deputy leader of Reform, he licked the wall, didn't he?
Mm.
But it was funny because he was tweeting, see, ages ago about Lucy Connolly, about obviously she'd said that stuff about burning down migrant hotels, and I didn't think she should have gone to prison for words either. I don't think people should go to prison for words.
No.
It was a stupid thing to say. I'm not saying it wasn't, but whatever. But she went to prison, and he was going on about it's not a crime. People shouldn't be put in prison for speech, which I agree with. Then he licked the wall, and yesterday he was calling for this Oxford University student that called for putting Zios in the ground to be jailed. And you're going, well, what's the difference?
Which one?
Burn down a migrant hotel with a minute,
Yeah.
put Zios in the ground. Both stupid things to say. Neither of them are actually doing it. But that's fine. Shouldn't go to prison. Warlick
Yeah.
should go to prison.
Well, it's that. It's that I need to be seen on social media to show that I'm willing to throw my own consciousness under the bus and my own, self-worth under the bus publicly for it's not Israel, for the Zionist Sabbatean twats.
Yeah, it's a humiliation ritual.
It is, yeah.
In the wall, and it's also a submission ritual. It's a sign. It's a way of saying, okay, I submit. I'm in.
You got me. Yeah.
Yeah, you got me. Basically, yeah, you got me.
Who next? Benjamin Netanyahu, or do you want? You got one next. You go next.
Well, I was just going to quickly talk about David and Larry Ellison. So obviously, like Larry's the dad who basically owns everything. So you can see they've got this pincer movement now. So you've got Rupert Murdoch, who owns the right-wing stuff. So he owns Fox News and Sky Australia, all that kind of stuff. He's rabidly pro-Israel. He owns shares in Genie Energy, which have got the exploration rights for the Golan Heights, a stolen land off Syria. And now you've got Larry basically buying up the entirety of the left-leaning media. He's a guy that's rabidly pro-Israel, gave $16.6 million to the IDF because blowing up kids.
Yeah.
And has obviously bought TikTok as well, taken over with his company Oracle. Well, his son is also minted. No one really knows how these fuckers are as minted as they are. But he's taken over.
I think it might be crime, Gaz.
Well, it's all fucking bollocks, isn't it? But he's taken over more now. So he's taken over Warner Brothers Discovery, which includes CNN and HBO and all these others. So they're taking over that. So you can just see this, like, left-wing media is owned by pro-Israel, right-wing media is owned by pro-Israel, and the social media shit is owned by, well, okay, so that narrative is that. But I think the other aspect, so that's majorly part of it. But another aspect of it is, obviously, Larry and David, Lazar and Dave, are big proponents of digital ID. They're massive pushers of it. Big friends of Tony Blair and all that stuff. Larry was talking about the fact that people need to have digital ID so they'll be on their best behavior, like all this shit.
Fuck is he?
So you think, well, not only will the messaging around Israel change, which it already has massively on TikTok and X, but it will change to do with digital ID as well. So they'll start pushing it and saying, oh yeah, no, 97% of people are behind it. And all
That's what they do. That's what they do. That's the big thing, is that they try to, and I think that's a really important point, is they try to play it that most people agree with it. So you just submit and go along, which is the opposite of actually what you find when you speak to people. It's social media. The real world isn't online or on Twitter. It's you turn it off, you shut it, the portal to this mad inverted world goes away, and you go talk to people and you find they're not as mental as you think they are. It's this inverted online world. They've created a sub-reality online where people just forget that it's literally a MacBook. It's a story. You can shut it, and that's what people forget, that X isn't real life at all, and they're feeding you this nonsense in there. So as we said, was it last week, that as soon as the whole peace deal that lasted about 20 seconds, as we said it would, it was all pro-Israel and in your feeds. It's like someone went up to your letterbox in your house, started shoving pro-Israel stuff through your letterbox on every 10 seconds, because that's the way it's designed to be. It's bought by Qatar. Obviously, they're all well in there with them. Qatar fund Musk, they're in there with Jared Kushner. You've got Jared Kushner and Elon Musk in Qatar with the Qatar Sovereign Wealth Fund, guys. Of course, we said this 2 years ago. Look, these people should not be connected. But they are, because it's all this. But it's not Israel. It's beyond that. It's these lunatics, these half-wits who want to bring about their digital technocratic stuff that we've been talking about. Your dad's been talking about. Jordan Maxwell's talking about. Everyone's been who does this can
But
see it a mile off.
they use the tribalism stuff as well. 'Cause I saw something today, which is fucking hilarious, where I was making the point that this is for Tommy is like a propaganda tour and all that kind of stuff, and someone replied basically saying, "Well, people support Israel anyway. It doesn't need to do this propaganda thing. Like that's why Israel wins the people's vote in Eurovision." And these are the same people that thought that Donald Trump's election was rigged. So let me get this right. So you can rig an election for the president of the United States, but the Eurovision voting
No,
is
fuck with that.
100% legit. There's
Oh
no
yeah,
bots out there saying like, well, even human bots, to be fair, saying vote for Israel to fuck off all the people with blue hair, and that they don't have any kind of algorithmic support here and there, or they don't have fucking mass bots voting. Of course they do.
of
Of
course
course
it
they
is.
do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you don't have a situation where you have hundreds of thousands, of millions of people around the world protesting against a country for killing kids, that whilst at the same time everyone supports and votes for them to win Eurovision. Like bollocks. In the same way, Ukraine wins Eurovision because it's a bullshit competition and it's a political
I
competition.
love the fact that they'll mess around with politics. They won't go anywhere near Graham Norton. Not near
Oh, we'll
Graham.
mess with him. We'll
Uh,
mess with him and his velour suit.
He did it
Dare.
before Graham Norton. I can't remember now.
Terry Wogan, wasn't it?
Was it Wogan? Oh well, there you go then.
Wogan, wasn't
Maybe that
it?
says
Yeah.
a few things. Sore throat, Netanyahu. Netanyahu's not. He don't have to go to court because he's got bronchitis, mate. Israel Prime Minister Netanyahu has been diagnosed with non-threatening. I don't want non-threatening, but bronchitis, leading the court to truncate his corruption testimony. So you've got Tommy over there, and then you've got Benjamin Netanyahu. I can't come in today. I've got a sore throat. It probably all the stress of blowing up 67,000 Palestinians has finally got to me. Got a bit hoarse at the moment. Bit hoarse. What a load of shit.
It's
Bronchitis.
mad. Honestly, I said that yesterday that when people wonder when the fake alien invasion's coming, it's coming when he's run out of excuses to avoid this trial. Because the amount of times this has been adjourned for the war with Iran,
Yeah.
when he's fighting Hamas, and like you just said there, 67,000 Palestinians. Obviously, it'll be much more than that.
Yeah, it will
But
be.
they but
That's the
they deny
official.
it's that they deny the Israelis and the Americans have been denying forever that it's that many. It's not that many. These are Hamas figures. Now they're admitting it. But Trump said yesterday that it was 70,000 Hamas soldiers.
He did.
So,
I
so
saw it this morning.
the toddlers are Hamas, are they?
That kid that we put that I saw a video of today with no arms and no legs left. He was Hamas, was he?
Oh, he's Hamas, yeah.
That 3-year-old.
Honestly, this orange goblin. I
Yeah,
called him an orange goblin today, and someone replied saying, "That's rich coming from you."
I'm not sure
I
if
think
you're
I'm
an.
orange.
You're
Am I
definitely not
orange?
orange. Or
Maybe a little bit
goblin.
orange.
This guy is an orange goblin that killed 67,000 people at least. Get your head out your ass.
Oh, and the
It's
rest.
yeah.
The amount of
Oh, he's a
bodies that
mass
are
murderer.
found under the rubble.
Them two are mass murderers at the scale that would take it to a Holocaust scale. It will. I don't care what anyone
It'll be
says.
enormous once they
Yeah,
get
it'd be enormous.
down the rubble. They're already
These
finding hundreds a day.
they're mass murderers. These two people. If you support two mass murderers, then you're a lunatic. You are a lunatic. There's something deeply gone wrong in your psyche. There's nothing he can do. He cannot say, "I stopped killing people, therefore he created peace." That's ridiculous. You don't set fire to a house and put it out and say, "Look, stop that." It
Well,
is
that's what they've done.
totally,
They've
and he's
congratulated each
admitting
other.
he's saying that we funded you and you kept asking for weapons and I didn't even know what some of these weapons were, and we kept giving to you. So you've just admitted that you funded an illegal genocide, weaponized it, funded it, but you're not responsible for the people that he killed with all of those weapons. What are you talking about? The compartmentalized. It's almost like they take bits of a sentence and put them in. They put full stop syllables. Go, no, that bit doesn't add up, doesn't continue onto that bit. I gave you the guns, and I knew exactly what you're going to do with the guns. And that, in fact, actually, we've been speaking for decades about what you're going to do with those guns. But I didn't pull the trigger. You supplied the weapons.
He
You
also
are
congratulated
complicit.
them on.
And then you congratulated him on it.
They're fucking demons, mate.
They are
Honestly,
demons. Yeah.
Trump is a demon. They're
Yeah.
all demons.
They
They're
are.
not. They're not related. Like they're with reality. Like
No,
he was elected as being this peaceful president. No more foreign wars. He's going to go to war with Venezuela, isn't he? Obviously.
yeah,
And do you see what he said yesterday? Was talking about the CIA. Is the terminology that they've been given the green light to perform lethal operations in Venezuela?
murder then.
Well, yeah. Well, that's it. It's terrorism when it happens to us, but it's lethal operations when we do it. And you're like, this is some weird, fucked up Orwellian newspeak.
It's
Like,
cult.
what? They're a cult,
They are a cult. They are
and they talk about
100% a
Trump
cult.
derangement syndrome. Yeah, I believe in it, and you've got it.
You've got it, yeah. And that's always the inversion principle, Satanism. It's a satanic cult. As you say, these people aren't human, they're demons. The Trump and Netanyahu are demons, and those around him are demons. They really are. They're not like us at all.
And Blair's a
There's
demon. They're all demons.
Yeah, they are, and they're a cult, and then they're going to get. Like I was saying to your brother yesterday, is that the good thing in a sense is that they're only going to ever prove us right. The more and more like this goes on, it's like an echo. We are talking, and now we sometimes shouting in a cave, but the noise comes back to us eventually, proving us right. So we just got to keep going. Because these guys are going to prove us right. And there's 8 billion people that are going to turn around and go, man, we're not doing that. There's lines for every single one of those 8 million people that they've got to try and get them across. They're on the losing streak, but, it just takes
Well,
time.
you just have to speak the truth. Like
Yeah.
it's real easy to take the money, lick the wall, or whatever. Take whatever compliance bribery that they're offering. If you talk about this, I mean, I see it all the time. I know when I do an episode of Trending, if I talk about Israel, the viewership will be way lower than if I don't talk about them.
Yeah.
Like, I know that for a fact. So what do I do? Do I edit myself to get to a bigger audience, or do I go, no, I'm just going to fucking say what I believe and fuck it?
Yeah.
Now I'll choose that. Most don't.
No, they don't.
Most don't. Most go, right, well, I'm not going to talk about this. I'm not going to talk about the banking system or whatever. There's certain things I'm not going to talk about. I'm not talking about fucking gender ideology. Fuck that, mate. I'm not talking about climate change. Fuck that, mate. Well, stop being
Why'd
a
you,
coward.
what do you bother doing this?
Yeah, why'd you do it?
Just do something else. I mean, you don't earn a lot of money doing this. Go do something else. Go and open a coffee shop or something.
Yeah. I'm a freedom fighter, but only some freedoms.
I'm a freedom fighter, but I'm not free to say what I want to fight about. Yeah.
Mad.
Walking in Memphis. Did you see this?
Was it Cher?
Well, no, it wasn't, but they were sharing it around all over the place. By these are those of the Jewish faith. I would say they're Hasidic Jews, not Chabad, but Hasidic. You know, the ones with the long curly hair bit down the side.
Oh yeah.
Them ones, the fun ones.
Yeah, I like them ones.
They they're my favourites. They've changed the words to walking in Memphis, so they're doing a 6-part harmony. Here, it's all right. It's pretty good 6-part harmony, but they've altered the song saying "Walking in Jerusalem" or Yerushalayim, they call it. And yeah, so they've got a new song out. They've dropped it today, which was careless, and it's called "Walking in Jerusalem." So they're going to do "Sweet Home Alabama" soon as well.
This isn't the one with Mike Huckabee and the ambassador and Friedman, the former ambassador of
No,
Israel,
on the
playing
stage.
guitar with them.
No, they were doing. This is another one.
Mate.
So they're changing all the lyrics.
Is on overload.
We've gone into they're releasing albums now. It's amazing, isn't it? Walking in Jerusalem. I mean, born in the US.
It won't be a Palestinian, will it? Because his fucking legs blown off.
Well, exactly. I wasn't born in the USA, but I was born in the USA. It does give me the right to go over to Jerusalem and steal a house. That's hard to fit into the lyrical content, I would have thought. But they're changing the lyrics. They're changing the lyrics to the albums, to the songs now, which is brilliant, isn't it? I just think it's great. Walking in Jerusalem is great. Oh, so I'm sure you guys could think of some.
We're living in a mad world. Like I've thought this. I did a little video yesterday, and I was making the point of like, how do we even know what's real anymore? That's what's messed up, with all the AI stuff and all that kind of stuff. And then there's all these theories now about Charlie Kirk with it being a hologram and like we've seen footage of like Tupac on stage singing. The guy's been dead since the 90s or whatever. And you're just like, so what is even real? Like it's a real head. Like,
have you seen them in Instagram? Have gone mad with putting Michael Jackson and Stephen Hawking in really weird situations with AI. it's just all my. I mean, it might just be because my algorithms are set that way, but I've got Michael Jackson working at Burger King. I've got loads of Stephen Hawking going off the edge of a cliff or playing tennis. It's
How do you even believe this shit? Like, it's
no, but
mad, isn't
they don't believe it. They know it's AI, but it is so like obviously Stephen Hawking couldn't play tennis, um, but my research says he couldn't play tennis. But they look pretty good, really. To be
That's
honest,
it. You can frame someone for anything now. Like, do you remember the film The Running Man? Like
yeah.
the Arnold Schwarzenegger film where they frame him, and this is going all the way back. But yeah, when I was thinking about this Charlie Kirk thing, with the this hologram theory and whatever, it got me thinking about Charlie Kirk in general, and then Erica Kirk, and then do you see that stuff with the Medal of Honor and heard what she said?
I haven't
And
watched the whole thing.
I mean,
It's
I'm not
weird.
having a go, Rich. I'm not having a go at someone that's lost their husband, like whatever. I understand that people act in weird ways, but this shit's fucking weird. And she was saying, she'd wondered for 7.5 years what to get Charlie for his birthday, and now Trump has given him something that he will have always wanted. It's like he's given him a fucking medal because he got assassinated. What do you mean he'd always? In what world would he have always wanted that? Like, what a weird.
7.5 years is really interesting because seven. I'll bring on the whole Kabbalah stuff. In seven is completion, which goes over to the eighth year, and they are seven. That would be halfway through their world to come year. So I wonder if that's some Kabbalah stuff. When you saw the picture of Trump and her standing next to each other where he's holding the book, have a look over his head. It's clearly the Sol Invictus Statue of Liberty crown corona over the top of his head. They've taken that photo clearly on purpose over Trump's head. It's ridiculous. I didn't
The whole
see it.
thing's
She's
bizarre.
such a weird thing to say, isn't it? And
Yeah.
she's dressed like Queen Victoria because someone's gone. When someone dies, you put black on.
It's just the whole thing's quite strange. I saw like even like John O'Looney like was tweeting about it, and he just said making them like, I'm a funeral director. Like I've dealt with hundreds and hundreds of grieving widows, and I've literally never seen anyone behave like this. And I saw other people that were like psychologists, and one person was a I think they were like a not a behavioral scientist, but something along those lines, and they were
Hmm.
just saying it doesn't make any sense. Like this is bizarre. What is going on with that thing, man?
She's Jesuit, and so is he. I think they're Jesuit. Um, I think she got put in there to keep an eye on him, and then he started to figure it out. I think that's as simple as that. And then
It
that was it.
appears that it appears like he started to figure it out. Like I
Yeah.
saw, obviously, when he died, then Netanyahu went on the "It wasn't me" world media tour, which in itself is weird that you felt the need to do that.
Yeah.
And but then I saw a couple of days ago, Newsmax were buying adverts on Twitter that were promoting the fact that Charlie Kirk supported Israel. Like, why? Why would you do that? What's the point? Like,
It's to gain sympathy for Israel. That's the point.
but it's too much protesting,
Well, that's
as
it.
Shakespeare would say.
But because they're psychopathic and are psychotic, they don't understand really how they're perceived. That's the problem with that the psychopathics and psychopaths have, and people with these borderline personality disorders. The main thing that they really don't understand is how people perceive them. So they go overboard with everything. They always do because they don't really understand the limits of other people's ability to kind of comprehend what's going on. So they always overdo it. I've worked with Richard Grannon for a while. I talked about this 10 years ago. I was looking into the whole narcissism thing, doing documentaries about that. They've got a personality disorder. They're psychotic and psychopathic and sociopaths. So they actually don't understand how we perceive them. They've got a twisted, demented view of how the world sees them. Trump probably genuinely believes the world loves him.
Oh, I think he does.
Yes, he does, because he's demented. He's screwed up in the head. Um, and there's all sycophants around him telling him how great he is all the time. So, yeah, they don't understand. So they just keep on doing this really weird stuff, mate. And they will do. They don't understand that it comes across to us as you're trying too hard. That's their biggest downfall. They give themselves away. They're the worst poker players.
His comments about not getting into heaven were weird too.
Well, yeah, they were weird, but you won't be if there is
No,
one.
of course he won't be. Jesus.
Well, if
But
he is, I don't want to be there. Me and you can go down. I'll go down the hell bar with you.
I'd rather go down the hell bar, mate. If yeah, like you say, if these people are up there, the music would be so much better in hell anyway.
It really will be a bit more fun, and the chicken wings be fucking lovely.
Oh, extra hot.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
fancy that.
It's funny as well, like in terms of the politics side of it. Like, do you see, like, he belittled Starmer and everyone was cheering it on and all that sort of stuff? You're like, but we used to know that they're all actors. They're
Yeah.
just playing different roles. Like Trump is the boisterous, like Boris Johnson. He's the boisterous one of us. And then you've got this weak, shambolic Chairman Starmer who is clearly dispensable and probably will be at some point soon.
Mm.
And it's like we've gone from, when I say we, I mean people within our sphere.
Yeah, yeah.
We've gone from going, they're all actors, they're selected, not elected, to this guy's the man. Look how much he belittled that. And you're like, but you know they're all full of shit. Like, you know they're all actors. You know this is a fucking play. You know this is a game, or at least you used to.
Well, that's why they had to bring a lot of younger, like new people in during COVID, because they didn't really understand it. They knew there was something wrong. They didn't really understand it. So it kind of pushed everyone, like myself, like you, like your dad, people that really know what's going on, your brother, and obviously like people like Jordan Maxwell, who's deceased now, or Max Egan's of the world, or Ryan Christopher. Ryan Christopher, he's a wrestler. Ryan Christian, and many others. Jason Burmas, all these guys that were around for a long time that really know what's going on. Push them to the side
Yeah.
because you've got these new lot come on that they are absolutely clueless, and they're on GB News and on these play on Joe Rogan, and they don't actually have a clue what the actual state of play is. Most of them, they were brought in because they were clueless. They're just
Well, they all
fools,
love
really.
Jesus. They all love Jesus.
Well, or
That's what
that's
they've
your
all got in
biggest,
common.
that's your first mistake. Your morning star worship, morning star. What's the chances that the morning star and the Brighton morning star are Lucifer and or Satan and Jesus? Aren't they trying to tell you something there in the coding of calling them almost the same name? It's Venus. So you look into all this stuff, but people will never look into that stuff. So they moved us all out the way by filling the stage with these guys that really don't have a clue what's going on. That's why you
Yeah.
get someone who come out the blue and get propped up like a Ian Carroll.
Algorithmically as well.
Our,
Just promote the living shit out of them.
our Ian Carroll, clueless, didn't even know that Trump was bowed out by the Rothschilds. But he comes in and they'll prop him up because he is clueless. Might be a nice enough guy. He might be genuinely just starting to figure this stuff out. But that
I
was the
think he's
point.
got a bit of the story. It's like Candice. They've got a bit of the story.
Candice
So,
is a strange one because she's been around quite a while. She should know more than she does, and I think Catholic Church rings red flags with me with Candice.
yeah. I think they need to have opposing factions and
Oh
they will
yeah,
allow a little bit of the truth here and there. But I think once someone gets a little bit too close to it, that's where, either the brakes fail on the motor or they get completely shut down. Like
yeah.
they
You
get
don't need to
banned, they get
do
banned
that
from
now.
countries, they get all that sort of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to do that now. You just stop people from hearing what they're saying. And there was a while there when it did get out before, but COVID did that, and it replaced everybody with these bad actors that are probably thinking they're doing the right thing, but they're totally clueless. They don't understand it. Um,
My algorithm now, like I don't know about you, Rich, but my engagement and views are just there's it's just fucking it's
yeah, it fell
actually
off.
but it's borderline pointless.
Yeah, but you just keep powering through because
Yeah.
chop wood, get up, chop wood, and that's what I'm going to do till the day I can't chop wood anymore.
Yeah.
Because I want to know on my deathbed that I chopped enough wood, at least to say that I tried. Because I'm not going to give up. So get up,
No.
chop wood, piss off. As I said on stage when we were in I don't know where we were all over the place. I'm here just to annoy the archons. That's what I'm here for. Um,
I'm like that, but I'll put like a video up and I'll put it out to like 200,000 followers,
mm,
um, and you'll get like 800 views, and
yep,
you're like, even if you think the video's shit, you still have to at least watch 10 seconds of it,
yeah.
5 seconds
What
of
I
it to
would
decide
say
shit.
there is that what we're doing there, though, maybe I just got one more because we've only got 5 minutes. Is maybe think that actually the numbers that you're seeing aren't real
Oh
either.
yeah, true. Yeah, fair point. There is that as well. They just fucking make
They'll
stuff
just
up.
exactly, so they'll just tell you whatever they want to. So just put it out. Know you've done your bit. Do your best, and there you go.
That's
Leave
all you
it.
can do.
Step back. When we
That's all you
continue
can do,
doing
mate.
it, where can people get their CBD from?
They can. We didn't even do the advert at the start. They can
Shit.
get it from supremecbd.uk. Use the code WTAF. You get 40% off. Did you see just quickly that Trump crypto crash story, mate?
That rings a bell. Haven't looked into it.
That was insane. So basically, Trump makes a basically some weird stuff goes on in the crypto market. So this account that's really old that hasn't done anything for ages, but it's quite an original wallet, starts doing all these transactions which don't make any sense. Then suddenly he makes this announcement from nowhere that they're going to put 100% tariffs on China. Crypto fucking collapses. Like even people in the office that are, I'm not into crypto, but even people in the office have lost a good few hundred quid.
Right.
Some have lost millions. Like some have been cleaned out. They've lost everything. But this one account that basically did these weird transactions makes $200 million in 4 hours off of that announcement alone. Then Trump comes out and rescinds the announcement. So now he's not putting 100% tariffs. So then it all goes wild again in the opposite way. But that original account has done something different. And then they make another
That's been
200.
done before. Wasn't that done
Yeah.
like World War One or World War One?
Well, it was done in terms of Nancy Pelosi's husband being like insider trading in this shit. So you're like, so this person, whoever it is, I'm not even saying it's Donald Trump because it might not be him, but it's certainly someone that knew that announcement was coming and knew the rescinding of that announcement was coming as well.
Hmm.
It's like the war with Venezuela. It's just it's okay when we do it.
Wasn't it? What was the famous one with the Prime Minister or
It was the Battle of
the
Waterloo.
Battle of Waterloo, wasn't it? And they said
That
that
was the
they'd
big one.
lost,
Yeah.
it would been lost when it hadn't, and they'd shorted the stock exchange, something like that.
Yeah, they basically word got back that the British had lost the Battle of Waterloo, and no Trafalgar, was it the Battle of Trafalgar? One or the other. It was part of the Napoleonic Wars. Forget, I think it was Waterloo. And so that got back, and obviously the city of London crashed, and so then the Rothschilds and co. fucking bought up, and then oh no, that was a mistake. Actually, no, the French lost, and the markets went flying up, and obviously all the shares they bought for fuck all were now worth fuck knows what.
We don't learn, do we? We don't
Don't
fucking
learn, mate.
learn.
It's
All
a big
right,
club,
guys.
we're not in it.
We'll see you next week when we're still outside the club. Not trying to get in it, but
Don't want to get in, mate.
having a wee
Just
up
the
the
club.
wall at least. Come join us and wee up the wall outside the club
Exactly.
till
We'll
we're
see you
done.
next week.
See you later.
Don't lick that wall.
Don't lick it. No. We.